Talk with Short Block and Dipstick, where we talk about all the daily shenanigans that go on around our auto repair shop. And if there's time left over, we might even talk about the cars. Here are your hosts, Short Block and Dipstick. Oh yeah.
Welcome back.
And welcome back. See?
I knew you were just waiting for that.
No, I was waiting for the music to fade off.
Sure.
And then you start the show off by cutting me off.
Give me those glistening eyes over there.
Jesus. I know. I was waiting. I was like, he's not saying nothing. He's not. And then I've got your ass.
You got it. Jeez. Right off the bat. Line 4.
Line 4. Right off
We've
the
got
bat.
a double feature today.
We got
Double
the-
guest.
Oh, man. We didn't have time to think of nicknames.
We're going to have to think of names on the fly.
Jeez.
Hope you're
Okay.
up to the
So
task.
when we have our guests, we try to relate them to a car part.
Okay.
So Fernando's a lug nut because he's goofy. Will's a stud because, have you seen him? Come on. Come on.
That's perfect.
He got that southern charm. Not focusing on Will too much. It's going to look weird. So anyways,
don't make
Carmel
it weird.
voice, he got that sultry southern. Yeah. So anyways,
Turning
he's a
into a
stud.
different kind of podcast.
And then we had Jolene. Have you've met Jolene at the other shop? She
had.
talks a mile a minute, so we called her the Turbo.
Oh yeah.
So, no, we did talk about it. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I said steering wheel. 'Cause, you know, you'd be driving.
Okay.
And he said, what about tire? Because you're always on the road.
I like both of those.
Nice.
Maybe introduce him first
I
instead
thought
of.
you were going to
I'm-
because you went right into it.
I-
So, joining us on our first half of our show for our podcast today, thank you first off for joining us and our listeners out there. Listen to our next episode. We have our guest, our shuttle driver, Jeremy.
Hey, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing?
Nice.
I just who did y'all like intro? That sounds like
Oh, that's Andrew. One of Andrew's buddies made that for us.
oh wow, that's dope. That's
Yeah, we're
great
official
job.
now. We got an intro song and everything. We need an
Yeah.
outro song. That'd be sweet.
We'll have to run that by him.
We got to run that by him. Outro song would be sweet. Because a lot of podcasts I listen to, they've only got outro songs. And then they do like segue noises, and it's annoying. They do like the scratching record.
We need we need our own little switchboard.
Yeah, dude, we gotta get a whole soundboard. I want sound effects. I want to make a goat noise whenever I want to. That's not a goat.
That's as close as I get.
God, yeah.
That was pretty good.
Hey, city boy over here. He don't even know what a goat looks like.
What are you talking about? City boy.
He said, "This is my goat."
Growing up in the Midwest. My wife was a farm girl.
I'm about to blow y'all's mind. Here's my horse. Oink.
Oh my gosh. That's terrible.
You didn't have a damn what do they call them? See and says? You know what I'm talking about?
The speak and spell?
No, not speak and spell.
Wasn't that?
What did I say?
Speak and say.
A speak and say? A say
called a speak and spell.
a see and speak? We don't do
It's one
no
of those things where
research.
You should research before you throw it out
But
there.
you know what I'm saying? The cow says.
Yeah.
Yours
I know
was
what you're
like
talking
one
about.
tooth off. Like,
The horse says
oink.
education failure.
Yes, Chad went to public school.
I understand.
Speaking of education failures, you know what? We might blow some people's minds down here, but my son, he's in 3rd grade, he got into a little bit of a kerfuffle with his teacher this week over the word hyperbole.
How did he pronounce it?
Hyperbole.
That's how you pronounce it.
Exactly. And she was
Hyperbole, I know it's spelled weird, but
Yeah, some people are weird like that, but she was so confident in telling my son that he's wrong, even to the point where she said, "Your mom is wrong," because he's like, "Well, my mom, she's a teacher. She told me this is how it's pronounced. We even looked it up." She's like, "No, your mother is wrong," because she's telling the whole class that the word is hyperbole.
Wow.
oh my God.
It was bad.
And these people teaching our kids.
I know.
You got me on, because we'll
Careful.
hyperbole.
No
So,
hope for the future.
Yeah. So that was the whole thing this week.
Hold on. I got to Google Translate for this stuff. Hold on. We
You bring it up?
about to shut it down.
There you go. I told my son, I'm like, here, you just hop on Google, click the word. Oh, see, there you go.
See, this is even wrong.
Hyperbole.
No, that's right.
Hyperbole.
Hyperbole.
Is it?
It just sounds weird with a little robot saying it.
I guess. That's the AI.
Hyperbole. Yeah, no, yeah. His teachers.
She's
Not
off the
smart.
mark. Jeremy, how do you pronounce that word?
Hyperbole.
Thank you.
And for Fernando, if you're listening,
Hyperbole.
It's for Spanish
I told you
audience.
we're bilingual podcast now. We're going worldwide, Jeremy. There is literally tens of people listening to you right now.
I know. I looked up the podcast after you told me I was going to be on, and I was like, well, let me go listen to see what they do. And I listened. I was like, oh man, this is pretty dope. I know there's a lot of people out there listening right now. There's millions of
There we go.
people.
Get that mic.
Millions. That's what I tell myself.
We got the mic covers this time just so people can eat them. So don't be afraid.
Millions of people are listening right now. And I just want to say hi.
Nice. Awesome. Well, welcome.
And
Let's-
if any of you get work done at A&R Complete Auto Care at one of
Yeah.
our 2 locations, and you require a shuttle drive back to your house, you will meet the one and only Jeremy.
You definitely will.
We've had lots of good feedback from our shuttle driver, from our
Feedback.
customers. So
I'm
thank
glad.
you, Jeremy, for taking care of our customers.
I'm glad. I try to steer away from. I don't want to say that, but I try to do a good job, better than any other shuttle driver that y'all had before. And
Well, it's a low bar.
yeah.
If anyone is familiar with our previous shuttle drivers,
I don't. Yeah.
we could cut that one off right there. Moving on. I see that you're wearing a Kansas City cap here. Are you a big KC fan?
I'm definitely not. I'm I just wore this because it matches my shoes. And,
Okay.
Well, damn, it does.
So I'm a Saints fan actually.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you just don't like winning.
That's hilarious.
That's right. How hard was it when you guys lost Drew Brees?
It was pretty hard, but that last year he wasn't the same. So
Yeah,
it was time.
that's true.
I'm going to let you know a little secret. I don't know nothing about football.
Oh,
Nothing.
I understand.
Okay.
I know that's the Chiefs, and Mahomes is like really good.
Okay. Well, you're pretty
And
good there.
then, yeah, I know that. And then I know
his favorite?
another thing.
There's a football team in Nashville.
Yep.
Nuh-uh.
We do have one.
Oh, yeah, the Titans.
Wow.
Are you telling the truth for real?
Does Florida have a team?
Yeah, they got the Dolphins.
Okay. Well, at least you know that.
Oh, no, we got 2 big college teams, but we only got 1 NFL team.
Isn't Tampa Bay in Florida?
Oh, shit.
You got 2 teams there, buddy. You had someone.
I only lived there for 33
I
years.
understand.
You guys had
Nah,
Tom
just
Brady
not
for a
a-
while.
Not a sports.
One of your teams is the
fan.
only football team to ever go undefeated.
Who?
The Dolphins.
Dolphins.
What, like in the 70s?
80s. I thought.
Okay, so they suck now?
I'm just saying, but like, they're the only team to have ever done it.
Wait, but okay. I do know that the Dolphins got some bad running backs. I'm telling you, Mahomes' contract's up this year. If he becomes a Dolphin,
He ain't
can we
gonna-
he's
can we
not
talk
gonna
about the
happen.
Dolphins?
He's not leaving.
Yeah, he's not going. He's
Not going.
not leaving, Kels.
They're
Yeah,
gonna
but
pay him
he's
like,
gonna go back with Tyreek. What you mean?
They're gonna
talking
pay him
Man, I
about
so
might
much
know a
money.
lot about football. Hold
You
up,
know way
hold
more.
on, hit the
No,
brakes.
he's not leaving the Taylor Swift train right now.
They're gonna pay him a lot of money.
Yeah. Dolphins can't afford that.
I don't know. Kansas City defense, mad weak
Man, are you
though.
kidding me? State Farm can barely afford him.
Oh, he's in them staple
Yeah.
commercials. Hey, so is Brady done for real this time?
I don't know. We'll see.
I seen something that said he was coming back out of retirement. So
I did hear that he was gonna. The thing I read said something about going back to the Raiders, or not going back to the Raiders, but going to the Raiders. Is that something you heard? I heard that.
I haven't heard that.
I don't know what.
Who would he go back to though? Who would take him?
Everyone.
Anybody.
Anyone's
yeah, but you
gonna
saw
afford
his
him?
last year
Are you
playing was.
kidding me?
It was horrible.
No, he'll just relist Gronk, and they'll be fine.
Yeah, yeah. He always got to have that tight end on him.
Uh-huh.
He's a tight end, right? Gronkowski.
Yeah.
I got that right. Boy, I'm on
Look at
fire
you.
tonight.
I'm telling you.
You're doing pretty good. I don't know why you think you don't know that much.
'Cause I don't religiously watch it. I don't know no jerseys. I don't know no football stuff.
Okay, well, let's give you a little quiz then. Who's like the number 1 safety from the last like 10 years?
Hilarious.
That 9 in my pocket is my safety. What you mean? A safety?
There's some good ones out
Wait,
there.
a safety is the guy that stays further back in case
Well, at
the
least you
defensive
know.
line sucks, right? That's
Yeah,
right.
at least you know the
go.
position.
I played Madden 2000.
There you
we
go.
go.
I would throw out, arguably, this is probably debatable, but I
Yeah,
think
but
one
you
of the
said a
best,
safety. That's not even like a major position.
or a corner, whatever you want to call it.
What's a corner?
It's like a safety.
It's about the same thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just a different type of position. So I would say it's debatable, but
So we're
one of
talking
the best
positions
ones
now.
of all time would be for me Charles Woodson. He was amazing.
I think Troy Polamalu was.
Okay, yeah.
The hair, the Head and Shoulders commercials.
Mhm. Yeah.
Can we talk about this dude's hair for a second? Like,
Yeah.
dang.
I've always been jealous of it.
Didn't he have hair commercials too? I thought, like from like
Head and Shoulders.
Tresemme or something.
No, it was Head and Shoulders, wasn't it?
It was
I
one
could've-
of them.
I could have swore it was Head and Shoulders. I might be wrong,
Maybe
but
he
I
did
know
both.
he did a shampoo commercial.
He definitely did.
He earned that one.
He played for the Steelers, right?
He did.
Yeah.
What? Tell you,
Jeez.
I'm on fire
You know a
tonight.
lot.
My friends give me crap because I don't know nothing about football, but man,
know
I
so
might be
much.
onto something here. I might be a broadcaster soon. I got the voice for
I'm
it.
telling you.
I agree.
Shut up,
You already know
James.
Tom Brady, so
I Tom Brady. But that's it. I know Mahomes and Brady. Who else is good? What's the guy that played for the Panthers? Who the one that was fighting dogs?
I think that's
I
two
know you're
different
talking
people, but that's Michael
you're
Vick.
talking about Vic.
Vic. Yeah.
He was the one that was
Was he
fighting dogs.
Panthers?
No, he was the
That doesn't sound right.
Falcons.
Well, the same thing.
Yeah, you know,
Same thing.
one flies, one, you know.
Just another animal, whatever. Who cares?
What are, I don't know if we can talk about all that. What are the Redskins? What are they called now? Didn't
They're
they change their
definitely
name?
not called that.
What are they called now?
They're called the Commanders
Commanders.
now.
The Commanders?
Washington
Yeah.
Commanders.
The Washington Commanders.
They don't even.
What happened
Are
when
they-
someone takes command of your land?
Yeah,
Treading the
That's-
line. Let's
That's
rewinding. Rewinding now.
How's the weather? It's amazing.
Oh, we didn't even talk about that. We were going to talk about the cold weather last podcast because I remember I just listened to it and I was trying to roll off that energy, you know, and we were like, oh, we're going to talk about the weather. And then we got to talking about, dude, we started the podcast. Oh, we're going to talk about the weather and this and that. The podcast ended with us talking about Putin eating Tootsie Rolls.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
You got to listen. The last episode is the best episode. I think so.
You think so?
Yeah, it was.
Really skirt the line on that one.
Yeah. There were no bleeps or nothing in it. They just let it fly.
Oh, I don't even know if they edited it. I think they just
Y'all gonna be famous.
We'll find out when they do listen to it.
Yeah.
We'll get that Slack
And,
message.
And it only takes one to get an episode pulled.
I don't think we're big enough to get anything. I don't think we're on nobody's rate. Well, we might be. I get stopped in the street all the time. Hey, store blah. Hey.
Name
for
dropped
real?
a Russian
No.
dictator name. So
Oh man, that's cool.
I mean, in the shop. That's about.
Oh, I understand.
let's take this opportunity to learn a little bit more about Jeremy.
Yeah, we're supposed to talk about you right now. We're over here talking.
Oh man,
Football.
I'm enjoying myself.
Where are you from here?
I've been here for about 27 years, so you might as well
Alright.
say yeah.
Oh, yeah. How old are you?
I'm 32, 30. I'm about to be 33.
27. 27. Oh, yeah. You moved here when you was a kid. Yeah.
Yeah,
no, you.
yeah.
Yeah, you're from Clarksville.
Yeah, you're from here now.
Yeah, pretty much.
I
It's
think
like
it's
a-
wherever you go to high school.
I think
That's
you
where you're
should
from
just-
because
Oh,
should-
that's what it is.
that's what I think, anyways.
Okay.
That's my
No,
opinion.
It should just be like the marriage institution law. So if it's more than 10 years, this was Wisconsin. I don't know if Tennessee's the same way, but in Wisconsin,
7.
if you are together for more than 10 years in the same residence,
You're married.
you're basically married. Yeah.
It's a common law marriage.
Yes,
In
that's
Florida,
it.
it's 7 years.
So that we should just do that for if you move here. This is
Oh,
where
yeah.
you're from now.
Yeah.
Well, I'm from Clarksville, Tennessee, I guess.
Awesome.
I was raised here.
Common law residency.
Yeah, you know. I got 3 kids. One's
Hey,
yeah. I get
3 kids. Any advice, bro? I just got my 3rd kid, man.
Their kids are different nowadays. They're not the same. I'm still learning. I don't really know too much.
Man, I've been doing it for 11 years now, and I ain't figured this out yet.
Oh yeah, my kids like 2 years ago they flooded my house.
Ooh.
No.
Yeah.
How the heck they do that?
They
Like Home Alone style?
I don't like I got an 11-year-old, a 6-year-old, and a 4-year-old, and all 3 of them was in the same room. My 11-year-old recorded it, and my 4 and 6-year-old they was 3 and 5 at the time. They got tissue and put it in the sink and just turned it on.
Oh,
Just
So
man.
exactly like Home Alone.
I was like, why didn't y'all just cut off the water? That makes no sense. Why did y'all just sit there and scream?
For the video, Dad.
I guess so. And they shut the door like that was going to stop the water from coming out.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
The only thing I can
Man.
say to that was I had a good story from when I was a kid. I was probably like really young teenager,
There you
maybe
go.
11,
He
12.
always makes it about him somehow.
Oh, it's all good.
Yeah, you know, whatever. But just to try to defend his kids here. And we were going to a small lake to hang out with friends and family. We're good. And I wanted to carry down something. I was like, I just want to get down there and So I grabbed this little raft thing that someone had brought. And our whole group of like friends and family were like, my dad specifically told me as I'm going down this massive flight of stairs to go down there, they're like, hey, you are not allowed to go in the water until we are all down there. So of course I did, with this inflatable like little canoe raft type thing, and I ended up, the wind blows me out towards like the middle of the lake, and I'm just like stuck out there, and the oars aren't working, and I'm getting frustrated, so I threw the oars.
How did your oars stop working?
I'm like trying to use them, and I wasn't going anywhere. It's just too much wind. So I threw the oars.
So it wasn't
in
the
anger.
oars not working.
It was my fault. Yep. And now instead of just,
Are you in a lake?
and it's
So
not
go
that,
with the wind and go
I know.
to
I literally could have just stayed in the boat, and I would have ended up about 300 feet away from the other side of the shore, and people would have just came and got me. That would have been the smart thing. But
How old were you?
instead, I don't know, 10, 11.
I thought he was going to say like 26.
Yeah, right. Instead, I started getting freaked out because I just see everyone getting further and further away. So I jumped in. I couldn't swim. Straight up, like
Wait, so you're in the middle of the
knew-
lake.
Yeah,
You're
I knew, like,
26. You can't
how to
swim.
but like in a lake with waves and boats and stuff like that, and wind, and it was just going bonkers. So I'm bobbing up and down in the middle of a lake, and these two girls see me, so they start swimming out to save my life.
So you, hold on.
All because I'm
You
like,
leave
I
the
just didn't stay in the
safety of
raft.
a boat
I know.
that's not going to sink.
It's just a
You
terrible
just
idea.
jumped off.
Yep. I'm just
Okay.
like, yep.
Not the brightest spark plug, dude.
Nope.
I almost drowned one time when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, my brother said he was gonna save me if I was to jump off the diving board. He didn't do it, but
Dang.
he was like, man, go ahead and jump off. I'm gonna jump in and save you. I was like, man, I can't swim. He's like, yeah, jump off. I'm gonna jump in and save you. And I jumped in, and I was just there, and nobody ever came into the lifeguard to see me.
Oh my
Dang.
gosh.
Yeah,
I've never come close to drowning. I choked on a pork sandwich one time.
That's about the same.
Yeah.
You can really tell as the
We're
pork
trauma
enters
bonding
your
right now.
lungs.
I just realized that's the fattest thing I could have said.
Definitely. Pretty close. I've never drowned, but those pork sausages get me from time to time.
It was a pulled pork
It's a
sandwich.
pulled pork. All right. We're running about halfway here, so we want to say thank you to our first guest, Jeremy. Thanks for stopping by
Thanks for
and
having
joining us, and we can learn a little bit more about you as our customers roll in and get the chance to meet you. And we're excited to have you a part of the team here.
Boy, it never fails with that phone. Oh, that's mine.
That's your phone. I always tell you to silence.
So we're gonna go with steering wheel or tire. It's up to you.
Yeah, I think you
What
get
do
an option on this.
You always on the road, or you be driving?
I like steering wheel.
All right, we'll
Okay,
go
good
with
choice.
that. I
Good
like
choice.
that.
Thank
Now-
you, guest steering wheel.
Appreciate it, man. Thanks for being on, man. I really appreciate it,
Appreciate it.
And we're back.
dude. Let me live. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen.
There you go.
We're I just saw his phone. He's getting a call from somebody. Shouldn't be
alright.
getting a call from.
That's all right.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. We had our guest Jeremy on, who we decided to go with steering wheel because he'd be driving. And now we're having a double guest feature today. We've got Mr. Zachary here. We have not got a nickname yet. We're hoping to.
Working on it.
We're working
Yeah.
on it right now. We're working on it. But before the end of this episode, I promise the people they will have that nickname.
People.
We'll have to
The
figure it out.
people, yeah, dude, we're worldwide.
It's like the United States of America independence. The people.
No.
We talk about topics, that people care about, like Putin.
And Tootsie Rolls.
I don't think we should bring politics into this one.
That's not political. That's just talking about world leaders.
I agree.
Can I bring up the Queen?
I wouldn't. That's like bringing up Betty White. Shouldn't do that.
Yeah, I can't bring her up. She went down.
Yeah. 1900s topics, but I wasn't born then. But whatever.
You weren't born in the 1900s?
No, I was born in 2001.
Oh
my
my
gosh.
God, we're visited by a
We are
baby.
so
we gotta,
old.
We
Still
gotta,
wet behind the ears.
did
So
he
they
just,
say.
wait? Did you just refer to my birth year as the 1900s?
Yeah, pretty
Piece of
much.
shit.
Right?
I know.
I mean, you're
You're in
not
a totally
wrong.
different century.
I can think.
No,
of
we
what-
are the 1900. 1989. I was born in 89. That's the 1900s. But
It's
I've
weird,
never-
it's weird how they say like the 21st century though, and like the 20th century, because it always just throws me off.
But he referred to it as
Dude,
the
whatever.
1900s.
I know, right?
I know.
It's not that long. Yeah, but they were
Thank
talking
you
about.
for joining us on our.
Do you know the way we look at the
Cross-country trail.
60s and 70s
Hmm.
is how kids today look at the 90s?
Yeah,
Yeah, but we were right in
See,
the 90s. That was peak civilization.
no, that's just that's off. That's when you come to say, okay, I was a 2000s kid. Like, oh, you don't associate with anything from the 90s. That's plain crap.
You know what's crazy? I asked our Alexa device earlier this week
That's creepy.
to play classic rock music, and
Pulled up
she
the-
played a shuffle playlist of 90s rock.
What's wrong with that?
That's
not
not classic
classic
rock. Hey, look at this syncing up.
I'm just spitballing
We didn't
here.
rehearse that or
Not at all,
nothing. That
man.
was off the cuff. That's not classic
We're both
rock. That is
equally offended.
that's new rock, bro.
Yeah,
I
that's.
prefer Kesha, so I don't really.
All right, how do I
TikTok.
unplug his microphone?
Hey, unplug his microphone.
Sorry.
We got his name on here, right? This is Zach.
Zach.
He's a technician over at our Fort Campbell store.
He got like wrenches and stuff.
He was at our Warfield store, so if you guys had
Zach.
some good repairs over there, then he got promoted.
Zach at 107.
I don't know about that.
It was a promotion.
Stop.
It was a promotion.
I don't get to see you every day. That's a demotion. You don't get me daily.
I love it where I'm at. I love anywhere they put me. I make friends everywhere I go,
That's right.
You about to lose one.
except Chad.
That's right. Maybe that's a good one. So he makes friends wherever he goes. Guest
I did tell Fernando this the other day when we were.
Link kit because
Linkage?
he went from store to store, so he's a link kit between the two stores. You a stabilizer bar?
No,
Ah,
a
I'm
trailing
not
arm.
feeling it.
I'm not either. But
I'm
you know,
not
whatever.
feeling it. Now I'm feeling it.
But I
they
did.
can't
hold
see
on.
me.
I didn't tell you about what they did with Fernando the other day.
What did they do to Fernando?
No, they. Oh my god.
There's
Sorry.
no video.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's
They-
no camera here. I just
they
want to put
can't-
that there.
no.
But if you seen it, there is a camera up here somewhere, I think.
Jolene kept a straight face the whole time. I was. Hey, we
But-
didn't have this on here. I was going crazy. I was earning that coach purse. Let me put it down.
It was. I don't know how I feel about that. I think I'm just gonna make my exit now. This has been fun.
So what could we do with the name? I mean,
Well,
he's
I think
he's
he was
great
telling us
tag.
something
I
about Fernando.
Oh,
completely forgot about Fernando for a second, but he's always on my mind. Que paso, papa? So we walk into the store the other day, and it was about 8 o'clock. It was right before we got on schedule, and Chad walks out, and Chad's just thinking, he's like, "What can I do to really get everyone moving this morning?" So he walks out. And he walks out with that firm Fernando stance, and he walks up to everyone, and he just goes, "Que paso?" And he puts out his fist for a fist bump. I'm like, dude, we're not doing that here. Like this isn't the place, nor is it the time. Like, let's just go ahead and put that to bed.
You know what though?
That's
They got
what-
a lot of work done that day.
Fernando does that every morning.
It's every day. And sometimes
Que paso?
he'd come by for like 2 fist pumps. He's like, all right, come on, man, let's get 2 in here. I'm like, all right, Fernando, we know it's going to be a good day today.
Man,
All
he
right.
double fisted you guys. Wow.
You got floaties. in
Sometimes he does some coffee. He has his coffee breath and everything. He's like, que paso?
Nice. He's so aggressive with it.
Dude, silence the phones. It's
there. Shh, that wasn't me.
it's like
Nobody
being
heard
at-
it.
It's like
Nobody
being
heard
at the dinner table. Don't do that.
it. Put it face down.
Put it face down.
Call my phone Zachary.
Why is Pizza Hut
Keep it
calling
face
me?
down. Why is Pizza Hut
Who's calling?
Dude, we got to get this nickname before we can get this podcast rolling. Come on, what's the nickname? We got to get this. Look at it. Chad just look at me with his blank, stupid stare.
Unless you want to try to do something that's dual stores, like dual clutch, dual exhaust.
Yeah, I was going to say dual exhaust for Donnie.
I prefer choke
Oh, yeah, I agree
on
with
the
that.
carburetor.
You stupid.
You can join us on the After Hours podcast.
Person after
We
hours?
should just leave a bonus 10-minute clip of just us cleaning up the.
There's got to be video on that one too.
Yeah, we had
Yeah.
to clean up this Focus the other day. The guy was doing something weird with it.
What?
Huh?
Oh, that's a-
I got a car for a Ford Focus
no.
the other day. We had to, guess what? We had to diagnose a dual clutch problem. Oh my gosh.
Oh, no.
I thought you were talking about the one from this morning.
That was the one from this morning.
The one where he was,
Yeah.
yeah, after hours.
Oh, yeah, I was told to ask you that off air. I
Yeah.
can't ask you on air, obviously, but. Okay, so that's what y'all talking about. I didn't get the 411 on it, but I was told to ask you
I'll
about
give
that.
you the reveal. The guy just was having problems with his transmission. He was trying to describe how his transmission was functioning, and the way he described his concern was that his vehicle kept jerking around.
Oh,
He came in with a smile on his face, just so everyone knows. But
This car just keeps jerking.
so if that explains anything,
I mean, probably. I mean, so what? He blew the tranny?
No, it just knows a
No.
dual clutch. It's just every other Focus or Fiesta out there that's been more than 2 years old.
Oh, the CVT.
It's not a CVT.
It's not a CVT.
Have you worked on one?
Not a CVT transmission.
It's a dual clutch automatic transmission.
He did
That's-
alignments at FedEx for 7 years.
That's a CVT transmission.
He knows everything about FedEx.
Well, what's a CVT transmission?
A continuously variable transmission.
Oh, look at you! Look at you over
You
there.
know what drives one?
Dual clutch.
No.
Nope.
A belt or a chain.
Oh, and
why.
his was apparently off the chain.
There is none.
Oh, it was doing something.
This
for
one
him, all right.
is a disc plate with double
I'm
clutch
trying
forks and
to
a
drop
release.
in your windows, and you over here service technical bulletin on me. Jesus,
Try and rip one open sometime. At least you know what you're talking about then.
I'm about done with Chad. This podcast is about to be called Shop Talk with Short Block. And Dipstick.
Where we don't know about transmissions.
This new mic covers him up pretty good.
Stop sniffing the mic.
I'm just saying, it smells
That's
like
that new
formaldehyde
mic
now.
smell.
Let's just go ahead and edit that out.
No, we are uncut, uncensored, and yes.
Don't make me say a bad word to get it cut out.
I just edit here. F and F.
He said, poopy face.
Poopy. Moist.
Well, let's learn a little bit about our guest here now, Zach. Zach, where did you start?
Oh, Lord.
Well, when
Should've
his
been
mom
prepared
and
for
dad
that.
loved each other.
Let's not go to love. They were there in presence, and I don't know. We can't talk about planning or nothing like that, but here I am, and
Do you have siblings?
yeah, I have a older sister and I have a younger stepsister. I got that middle child syndrome.
I know you crave attention. I've worked with you. I know.
Dude, you are the one who comes and seeks me out. I don't know where this comes
To what?
from. You're the one who comes and finds me when I was there.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Everyone leaves me in my corner, but you always had to rile me up. I'm like, dude, why are you in this mood today? What are you feeling? What's wrong with you? Come on, man.
Why do you keep looking at my nose? Did I got booger?
I was looking at those nose hairs more so. I kind of wanted to
No,
braid
I
them.
trimmed them up.
It
bro.
looks like they
Stop.
connect with your mustache, but whatever.
Yeah, I can't tell the difference. It's just
Quality
straight down.
content only on this podcast. So where did you start turning wrenches?
Actually, I started because I graduated.
I used to work on my daddy's farm working on the
No,
tractor.
I'm not going to get into all that crap. It's there, but I'm not going to get into that. I graduated in 2019. So
Graduated.
graduated high school in 2019. I graduated college in 2020. So I graduated with that and got my associates.
It's a year, community college.
Yeah, well, I did that and I got my associates because I did night classes.
In a
as
year,
well.
you got it?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
So I have my
It was 2 for that.
No, I have. Well, it's 1 credit for my heavy duty equipment and maintenance technology, and then 1 for business management.
Oh,
so
sweet.
That's where my associate is in part ways of business management. More so like shop management. That's kind of more what they taught at Lincoln, but they were accredited for it, so they could actually give me the associates for it.
Lincoln College.
Lincoln. It used to be an ADC, Lincoln Tech in Nashville.
I don't know. I wonder what it's named after.
Abraham?
Like in the Bible?
I don't think so, but
Is there
So
an Abraham Lincoln in the Bible?
Yeah. Yeah.
maybe in the Bible of Independence. I don't know. The Emancipation Proclamation.
This country's.
Okay, so anyways,
Leader.
look, Chad keeps getting us off topic.
Yeah, I mean, I'm here for it. Maybe we should just add beers.
So what was your first professional
It was at
mechanic job?
It was at Nissan. Actually, I started out at Nissan.
Really? I didn't even know that.
I hated every minute of it.
Yeah.
I hope the general manager there doesn't listen to this podcast, but thanks for everything.
Yeah, you stupid face.
Yeah, pretty much.
Stop
But
being mean.
I'm not being mean. No,
It's
no,
forgiveness.
No, he
It's
he taught,
forgiveness.
he taught me a lot of core values that I can learn to
There you
use
go.
against
See?
people.
Use against people.
Yeah.
Those are the things I hate about people.
Yeah, I really was terrible at my job at Nissan. Like it was. Jeez.
Fill the silent gaps in, Chad.
And this is Zach signing out.
This is not going to be as fun when we get video because
I'll be able to do that.
I was at Nissan. I sucked at everything. Like I was bad. Like
Really?
Dude, I was terrible. Like comeback after comeback after comeback. Like UCIs. Like, dude,
just keep going.
I
Stop.
don't. I can't focus.
Let the man finish here.
No.
Jeez.
Like I'm
trying.
I'm looking at what's in your teeth. You got
What?
something. You got something in your teeth. The bottom row.
It's called dip.
It's not dip, dude. That's seaweed.
Is it ranch?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh.
We got to label these mics from now on.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, no, seriously. This one's mine. You guys
Hey,
can stay
everybody
away.
at the other shop was sick. How did they get everybody
did
over
they
here
do
sick?
that?
I don't
Oh,
know.
geez.
I don't know.
His name is Jack. He's the one. And Will. Will is primarily responsible. Thanks, Will, for getting everyone sick. I'm sorry.
Anyways, Nissan sucked.
Shh.
And then where did you go?
Hear that?
What am I listening to?
That car out there.
Dude, I can hear it. Yeah, that thing is loud as heck.
It's pretty sick.
It's probably a BRZ.
It was the same sound I was making when we made a TikTok today. So that was always fun. Yeah, started at Nissan. Sucked at everything I did. I don't think I'm going to be able to get a full sentence in with this dude right
No.
now. I'm sorry. I'm just going to look the other way.
You can't
So,
handle it.
It's
You can hang
Chad's
out.
Yeah.
face.
Let
Look,
me, how do
see,
I
you're
mute
looking
your
at me.
microphone?
I
Look
think
at
it's
his
that.
face.
You're number 2, right?
Yeah, I think so.
And he's gone.
Oh my god! They can't hear me.
Yeah, he's gone. So not too mad about that. But yeah, I started at Nissan actually, and I do you
You
want?
still got me muted.
Yeah, we do. Are you gonna?
Yeah.
Are you gonna?
We
behave
just want to
yourself?
hear about his history, not your history.
I think I've said I started at Nissan like 10 times now. So if you don't stop, I might have to go back.
Can you turn me on?
There you go.
All right.
So you
he's back.
started at Nissan 10 times. Tell us more.
Yeah, pretty much. The interview is a long process. It's like Homeland Security over there. Yeah, I was at Nissan for about a year and a half, actually. I don't know how they kept me as long as they did. I don't know why. Don't know how it was. Maybe it was because I was dating the sales manager's daughter.
That helps.
That helps.
That might have had something to do with it, but the general manager absolutely hated my guts. I'm telling you that right now. I had a lot of nightmares going on over there. I didn't want to really get out of bed and go to work in the morning, mainly because I messed something up and I just didn't want to be responsible for fixing my own mistakes. But we went in and did it anyways. But that was where I learned a lot of my learning experiences. I will say, I always recommend going to a dealer first. So, of course, Nissan was the way before you go to an independent shop, because, you know, you have $1 million corporation like that. You got all these $1 million corporations out there. They can teach the beginners. They can you know, handle the mess ups, and they can pay for that stuff. But, you know, you come to these independent shops like this, and, you know, you start tearing into stuff, and you get stuff messed up. You don't know what's going on. You start costing tens of thousands of dollars. They don't have the money to fix that stuff. They don't have the money to keep messing continuances with the screw ups, and so that kind of deters you, and that kind of deters them from wanting to hire anyone starting out like this, or having to be very careful. So I think dealerships was the way to go for me when I first got there. But Nissan's a hard car brand to even get started on. I mean, they do everything ass backwards. Excuse my language. You probably have to cut that out, but they do
No, we're
everything.
good.
Huh?
No, we're good.
Okay. Yeah, they do everything backwards. It is extremely hard to work on a Nissan. They're extremely hard to diagnose. They have their issues, but honestly, it got a lot better for me towards the end there. And of course, as it started to get better over there, I found a different place and that's when I kind of started my whole Chevy alignment goal and started becoming that GMC brand that y'all like to stab on my back.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, very cute. Thanks for that.
So then you went to Chevrolet.
Yeah, I did.
How was that?
It was different. It really was. It kind of opened a lot of doors up because, you know, they had the actual training that made it a lot easier. You know, when they had training like that, they could send us off, and they'd send us off almost every other month. They would send us off to some kind of training, send us somewhere. If we didn't know stuff, we got put with a mentor. It was always some old crabby guy. I mean, you could ask him any kind of question.
Hold the flashlight right, boy.
Really, it wasn't even that. I mean, there was this guy. He really loved to throw stuff at us. I'm not even joking. Like, it was bad. Like, if you messed something up, or you even had to call him out for something, I mean, he would cry and moan until you got over there to us. I'm not going to say his name, but if he listens to this podcast, he'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But it was hard, but it had a lot of learning moments in it, and you kind of started to progress better and better and better. But there were some really hard jobs and a lot of hard stuff I had to tackle going through there.
A lot of hard stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you should be on this podcast anymore.
Yeah.
So I'm the new dipstick. Oh wait, that's Chad, ain't it?
Yeah, but hey, we got availability for a new dipstick. Trust me.
Really?
I think he's about to shut your mic off again.
I'm a one dipstick kind of guy.
I don't like that you got control of the little panel thing over there.
I think it's for the best.
Somebody's got to be
I was
responsible.
about to say,
I
I
don't
think,
like it.
I think it's for the best.
I don't like it.
You
Silencing me.
As the only one who hasn't eaten a microphone here, I'll take control.
I didn't actually eat the microphone.
No, you're good.
I kind of brushed up against it.
Just yeah.
If you've ever want to know what the
I
inside
feel
of
like I'm
Jason's
being
mouth
cornered
looks
right
like.
now. Y'all keep both looking at me right now. Oh, stop. Both of you can't. Oh, stop.
It's your eyes.
I know. I got really nice eyes, don't I?
Hazel.
They're blue.
Yeah. They're a little more gray than blue.
Stop.
They maybe
Blonde.
were blue, and then something sucked the life out of it.
Blonde hair, blue eyes.
We had 3
Probably
kids.
sausages.
So tell us about your current employment. Where are you working at now, Chad?
Excuse me.
Because you're going to be looking for new employment. Because you ain't cutting it as a dipstick.
Just go.
We still ain't got a nickname for this dude.
Just go ahead and turn his mic off. Let me just.
What do you got? What do you think your
would
nickname
it
should
be?
be? I like the idea of just getting some guest input.
I'll take a supercharger, dude.
He always
that
likes to
sounds
guest
good.
input
I like supercharger.
when the
But I mean, you got to think though. You also got to think Jolene's a turbocharger, so she's pretty dang crazy as it is. So I don't think I could get to that max, but whatever.
don't steal Jolene's thunder.
That's no
I think
thunder.
we should
That's
have flipped
lightning.
it. I think Jolene should have been the supercharger.
I was about to say, if anything, Jolene should have been supercharger. I should have been turbocharger.
No, she's
'Cause
turbo,
I'm
like the-
I'm a
He
step
really
down.
opens up. She really winds up.
Yeah, like she.
He does open up. She does wind up. Yeah, that is right. So continue. So what was your train of thought on that?
If you can't see my face, it's because I'm gasping right now. So.
You can't.
And the plot thickens.
You don't look. A gasp isn't a look. It's a sound.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, yeah.
Kinda.
You can't. But you can be aghast. But you can't make a gasp face.
You spent too much time reading the dictionary when you were little, didn't you?
I don't think he was reading at all.
I don't think you could see
Hyperbole.
Yeah, right. Jeez.
glasses weren't out in the 1900s when he was born.
I need you to be more specific about this dictionary. Can I get one at a library?
Well, I saw one at the. Yeah. If you
I
take
cringe saying that. I hate the
if you take
library.
Preacher's Mill. Preacher's Mill.
Preacher's Mill?
Yeah, Preacher's Mill. You know, not Preachers, but Preachers.
I called it Preacher's Mill the first 4
Dude,
months I lived
he
here.
still says
I
it to
still
this day.
do.
He
I
calls it
still-
Preacher's Mill.
I just call it Google Maps.
Hey, do you know on Needmore there's a road called Needless?
Nah.
You go down Needmore Road and then you get right there past the elementary school and it says Needless Road. Take a right,
That's
and it's
great.
literally a neighborhood. It's just Needless Road. So I
It's
wonder
kind
what
of a
kind of.
junky road.
I don't-
You're coming in. You're coming in weak. Can you get closer to your mic, please? Stop making
Is that better?
stupid noises.
Don't.
There's
That's
also
you.
Don't.
the old neighborhood. I
No,
li-
stop it. You need to squirt
Knock
ball
it-
every time I
knock
make
it
that
off.
noise.
Knock it off.
No, he will. Just like a cat. Like, get out of here.
It's terrible.
We've got this podcast about wrapped up, and we haven't even got a nickname.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Supercharger.
Supercharger. I like it.
I'll take it. I won't be mad about it.
No, thank you so much for being our second guest on this week's episode.
Yeah, it was.
Thank you for all
fun.
our listeners. You got anything you want to wrap out on?
I don't like that you gave me the "it's time to wrap it up" look. We wrap it up when I am ready to wrap it up.
So it's like when they do the teachers and they go clean up, everybody. Clean
Yeah, he
up."
does that to me.
Or
Wrap
like
it
when you're
up.
making out with a girl at a bar and you just give that guy that move along symbol.
Or when you're when you're at the bar and it's like closing time song comes on. Yeah, that's right now.
Then the
So,
lights come on. You go ah.
yeah, you see that 10 that you thought was a 10 and it's actually a 4. Yeah,
But by then it's too late.
signing out.
No, we're not signing out. I got to ask you a question. I'm going to start asking all my guests this question. What do you think the typical Russian dish is?
The typical what?
Russian
Like
dish.
Russian?
You know, when I say Chinese food, what do you think about? When I say Mexican food, what do you think about? Now, when I say
Fernando.
Russian food, what? Yeah, he's a Mexican snack.
If anyone says anything about Russian, the first thing that comes to my mind is just vodka. That's all I can think of.
Fair enough. That's a food.
We
group.
didn't even bring that up last week when we talked about it.
It's just Russian. It's vodka.
Man, breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Have you ever seen the Russian guy that's always cooking on the grill and like he
He
eats
grabs it
like
right
grabs
off
it
the
right
grill?
off hot and he like takes a shot of vodka. He's like Bushka Vavlyev. I'm like Kiev. I'm like, huh? What?
He does not say Kiev. That's the city.
I don't care what he says, but yeah, it's something like
That
that.
was the only Russian word he knew. A
No,
city in
that's
another country.
That's Ukraine.
I know, but that's the word you use.
It's more so for the accent, but
Oh, okay.
what's your
Nice.
yours then? What do you think? What's that one dish you can think of?
A soup.
I mean,
Why'd it get so quiet all of a sudden? The AC go
I think
off?
that's the air system.
Wow.
soup.
Yeah, soup.
You can't have soup in Russia. It's too cold.
We looked it
It's always
up.
frozen.
That's their thing. Soup, salad, and porridge.
Charcoal.
But they're all
Having a little borscht.
borscht.
What is
You are German sausage. You know that? Because you're the worst. I love that joke. That's such a
That
good
is
joke.
awful.
That's
every time you said German, I just thought of schnitzel. Like my mouth started drooling a little bit, but keep going.
Let's go ahead and take this out to a dinner. Let's go out for dinner.
I'm down.
I'm going to wrap this out here. Thank
Candlelight?
you guys for joining us. Thank
Thank
you to
you
our
guys
guests
for joining us. Thank you to our guest,
Glad to be here.
Dipstick has got a fantastic echo going.
our supercharger, Mr. Zachary.
Glad to be here. Hope to come back soon.
You didn't look too happy.
Thank you to all our
I'm so
listeners, and we will see you guys.
When?
I was going to say next time, but I was hoping you would fill that in.
Next time.